A delightful love story that moves at a racking pace, but it's also about finding yourself and finding meaning in your life. And one of the major themes is the theme of how it is when you are yourself. And one of the characters says, to be yourself is so simple. And when you find yourself, then you are able to do what your soul dictates, what your heart desires, whether it is like our hero running a cafe, which he calls the Soul Café, or whether you are going to be sucked into the material world with all the consequences of that. Now, these two themes are most subtly interwoven and intermingled, but it's done with such a deft touch and with such a light touch, and it's delightful to read, full of humour and full of irony and tongue-in-cheek. Our hero, who runs this Soul Café, has a blackboard in the cafe, and he uses this blackboard to write down thoughts that come to him about his own journey. And other times he doesn't know where it comes from, but these bits of wisdom just pour out of him and he jots them down on the blackboard. Do you know, I love those quotes. I found myself picking up my journal and jotting some of them down. They were absolutely superb. Now, the allusions to cappuccinos of the title is a huge theme in the book, because the book is full of rich, sensuous images. But the cappuccino is the image that when somebody is really in touch with themselves and they're being themselves, then what happens is that they love the coffee. Now, this really spoke to me because I love my 1 cup of coffee a day. And what they do is they grind the beans, and they smell the aromas, and they bathe in the warmth and the scent of the coffee, and then they watch it bubbling in the percolator with all the patterns and the bubbles on top, and then they drink it in very good cups. In the restaurant he serves his cappuccino in Art Deco cups, no less. Now, the people who have not yet connected with the enjoyments of the sensate life, they have plastic coffee. They drink instant coffee, and usually in a rush. I thought that was just a beautiful image. The book is really about joy, and if you don't find yourself, you cannot live with joy. The hero says, where did we adults lose our inner child? Where did we lose our ability to play and be spontaneous? And in that joy, it's as though that joy taps into a huge well of love and creativity and imagination and the world of the senses. It's almost an unspoken truth in the book that when you are wounded and you are living the life of being driven, then you actually cannot enjoy the life of the senses, which is a key to such delight and happiness. If I were to summarize all this, I'd say the book is really about the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. And it's delightfully written. It is written with humor, with compassion and understanding for our struggles and the way we are. But it also says, you know, if you don't grab yourself, and if you don't become yourself, then actually the life of joy is never available to you.